Hey everyone, Lamont Gilchrist, www.lgfitnessmessiah.com is my webpage. Lamont Gilchrist, Lifetime Natural Pro Bodybuilder is my YouTube page. If I get X number of subscribers, I'm going to get free training videos so you get to watch me train. Next year is start my journey to the road to a CrossFit national competition for my age group here in the open. The Muscle Mania World for my age group and some other bodybuilding shows maybe I haven't decided yet in the open. I might go. I'm in my first year I started bodybuilding. Well, actually my second year I started bodybuilding. I won like 6 shows. And I'm probably going to try to do a feat or something like that to repeat that in the near future or something like that. Like I said before, if you heard my other videos, I might do some NPC shows. I don't really care. I'm a lifetime natural pro bodybuilder, so I can do natural shows, NPC shows. I put my body into the arena against the best of the best. So I want to get to what it is that I want to talk about today. With my clients and myself now, you never really hear me or see me endorse supplements. I endorse concepts of supplements, like how to use them and other things and stuff like that. I'm going to be testing, when I go back to Omaha, I'm going to be testing a couple of different supplement companies and seeing the kind of results that I get from their supplements. I may get a couple clients to test it with me. And then if everything goes good, going next year, I might have actually supplements that I endorse. I may be signing a supplement contract with a supplement company contract. That's doing supplements if they have the things that I want. See, I won't endorse and I won't put my name behind something if I don't believe and haven't tested on myself and know that these things work. So I'm going to give you a post Thanksgiving, post holiday, coming up to holiday, how to get kick started into the New Year's resolution, some secrets on how to lose some body fat and really get into shape. We're going to talk about insulin sensitivity. Now, your insulin sensitivity, your muscles and your intake and uptake of insulin can be altered by body fat, pre-diabetic. I'm going to tell you the number one poison that's going on is high fructose corn syrup. You have to eliminate that or try to eliminate that from your diet. You have to be conscious of that. It's destroying people. It's tearing people's body up. 10 years from now, it's going to be one of the major causes of diabetes, cancers, gout, amputation, and all the other things. Mark my word for it. I promise you. There's going to be a lot of lawsuits. And what happens is, you have to understand, now the food and drug industry or the pharmaceutical company, they anticipate a lot of lawsuits. So they build up X amount of money to give X amount of money back. So they'll make $20 billion and they may have to give $100 million, $300 million back. That's a gain. You understand what I'm saying? So they'll take that risk, push the edge, pay off people to push these things through, and say they're halfway healthy until they do the research, until after 10, 20 years, when people start dying and having these mutations inside their bodies from them, and then they'll pay the families back. But then they'll take you through the bureaucracy of all this red tape and everything else to actually get your money. So you'll probably die before you actually get your money, and your family won't get it. Or they'll put a cap on the amount that people could get or whatever, and then they won't disclose or have or say that they won't take any blame for creating this, or the courts will make them not say that these are the causes that caused that, and they get to go ahead, and so they don't have to disclose exactly what went on. When one thing about history, when you don't have to disclose these things, or when history is covered up, it only takes a couple generations before history is lost. Look at the condition of people in this country today when they erase their history. In a couple generations, you can teach them whatever, and they'll start believing whatever, especially if it isn't a practice or something that isn't ingrained into the psyche or into the mind. So, but to get back to what I was talking about, insulin, okay, I got a couple of tricks to get your insulin sensitivity back to regulated. The first one is you definitely have to cut out high fructose corn syrup. And I'm not saying you have to eliminate breads and all these other things, which can help. And that's part of one of the tricks. But the first one is high intensity bodybuilding for about 45 minutes. Weight training, 6 to 8 reps at 80 to 86% of your max. Separating your body parts, how I got that 4 thing split. That will increase your insulin sensitivity and your insulin uptake so that you'll be utilizing it more, burning it as energy and fulfilling or filling out the muscles and going into glycogen synthesis, protein synthesis, the opposite of going into an anabolic fat storing situation. That's a good way to do it if for everybody who's weight training. If you want to increase your insulin sensitivity, train like that. There's been some research, and my own personal research, there ain't a lot of studies done to say this. I also believe when you see me doing explosion training, speed training, fast twitch muscle fibers, ATP training, B2 muscle fibers, fight or flight muscle fibers, that also increases your insulin sensitivity. There isn't enough research done on it, but I know it to work because I do it, my clients do it, and they lose body fat and everything else like that. So that's another way too. So those 2 training styles will increase your insulin sensitivity, meaning that you'll have a greater uptake of insulin. And then there are some supplements and some things that you could take. There's alpha lipoic acid, there's garcinia cambogia that actually block. But then you have to eliminate high fructose corn syrup and some other sugars and other things like that to deplete your insulin sensitivity and take those things. And then when you start to take sugars again, it will increase your uptake or have carbohydrates going exactly where they need to be going. Cinnamon, not the cinnamon that you buy at the store, because that is probably not cinnamon. They put all kinds of filters in it and all the other stuff, and then they nuke it, so it takes the actual micronutrition out of the cinnamon. Try to get some that's grown, but you have to put a lot of cinnamon on everything that you eat. But cinnamon has been known to increase insulin sensitivity. Putting cinnamon inside your protein mix. I've got a whole bunch of different dieting tricks to increase insulin sensitivity and to maximize losing body fat, belly fat, and to restore those receptors to your insulin sensitivity, so as the uptake as far as in energy or in glycogen synthesis. Let me see, supplement, those particular things. And then actually depleting carbohydrates for a period of time up to 12 weeks and then restoring them slowly will increase insulin sensitivity. My reset meal plan don't totally eliminate carbohydrates, but it does exactly that. It recalibrates your insulin sensitivity. It gets your glycogen levels, your glucose levels, your storage levels, insulin and everything traveling to the right spot. Aminoids from proteins going to the right spot, so that you know what normal feel like. So that's built into my program. Science and Harvard and all these other different studies that I've been reading and stuff, they actually support what it is that I do. But I knew it anyway because I've been doing it for 15, 20 years. So, and I don't need to be validated by other resources or other things like that. But it's good to see that they come to the same conclusion when people are trying to be enlightened and come to real truth. But the proof is in the pudding, because all my clients have gotten results that have stuck to it and has done it. I've gotten results, it just works. The people around the country have gotten results because of these particular practices and learning how to manipulate those things. But to get back to my main point, you have to eliminate high fructose corn syrup. Without eliminating that, it won't work. It's like trying to put out a fire but pouring gasoline on it. You can't put it out. Or pouring gasoline, pour oil on it, and then trying to throw water on it. Like if you ever have a fire inside your on your stove and oil's on fire and you throw water on it, even though water should put it out, it just spreads it because it just sits on top of it. That's what high fructose corn syrup is doing in your body. It's destroying your body. It is the enemy to anyone who's trying to get in shape. It is the enemy to anyone who's even carbing up. You know what I'm saying? It's in everything. Look at your packages and everything else like that. The only way to alleviate that I'm telling you, and I'm expressing right now here today, you can believe this, there's going to be major lawsuits down the line in 5-10 years. Kids, women who are pregnant, their fetus and everything else, man, it's going to destroy a lot of lives. They're not going to have to take any blame for it, like the supplement companies and pharmaceutical companies always do. They're going to pay out a little bit of money, not even a fraction of what they earn from it. It's the risk reward. You got to break a few eggs to make an omelet. And then people are going to have to deal with the addiction and the repercussions of high fructose corn syrup. Mark my words, as I say this in 2015, 2020, 2025, it will come to be, you know what I'm saying, almost like prophecy. Because if you can see where things are going, or if you're enlightened, or you can see the path, or you can learn from the way that people or the way that companies or certain situations react from their past transgressions, then you're able to see what the future transgressions may obtain or be like. I hope this helped. Get started. Hey, it's getting close to New Year's, man. It's getting close. You know, you just got over Thanksgiving. It's getting close to Christmas and the start of 2016. You know, let's get in shape for 2016. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be in bodybuilding shape. Let's just get in shape for overall health. Let's get conscious about our health. We're getting socially, mentally, economically conscious. Let's get health and physical health and well-being conscious. This is something that we've never really had to experience, or not. This is a fairly new science, because in most cases, just, you know, in less than 100, 200 years, we were working to death, so we didn't really have to worry about those things. And what we ate was dictated to us, so we didn't really have to worry about those things in most cases. But now we have certain freedoms and stuff like that, and we're being poisoned from the inside out. My name is Lamont Gilchrist. www.lgfitnessmessiah.com is my webpage. Lamont Gilchrist, lifetime natural pro bodybuilder on YouTube. Subscribe to my page. Put out these videos going next year as far as how to train and see if we can reach a lot of people and start them down this path of healthy living. Thanks.